All right, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome back. I got 7 price lists for you. It's the holiday season. It's time for shopping. If you are interested in building you a nice basic home office system as well as a gaming system. Now, I'm using Intel and AMD. I'm focused on 1080p as well as 1440p from 60 megahertz refresh rate to 144 megahertz refresh rate. I'm not going no higher than that because the higher the monitors, the more you struggle on frame per second with the GPU. Now I'm trying to keep everything simple, everything into a budget friendly price range so it makes sense to your pockets. And if it's not making sense to your pockets, then I didn't do my job right with the prices. Now keep in mind, I will be putting all the PC part picker links in the description below, as well as system performance on the gaming systems. Now with the gaming systems, I'm using the Intel DDR4. Now on the DDR4 variant, I'm sticking to the Intel's i3 and i5 because using those processors there are more basic for DDR4. Now if you go to DDR, use the Ryzen 7 and the Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9 if you're on the AM5 platform, which I do have a description. I'll be putting that link in the description below off the new AM5 price list I did. Now on the Intel side, if you want to go DDR5, then you go the i7 and the i9s for more high-end system performance, but for basic, simple gaming. Because a lot of people don't play all these games that's coming out. Some of them play 2, some of them play 4, some of them may play the top 6. Like me, I got a lot of games on my gaming PC, and I only play nothing but out of 3 to 4 of them. Sometimes I play this, sometimes I play that. But to the newcomers that's coming into the market for the first time, building a system, they got their friend helping them. That's good. I just focus on 1080p, and I got the 1440p because I know some of y'all upgraded to 1440p status. So let's get into it. I ain't gonna bore you too much. Now I'm starting off with the low end one, which is the home offers, because a lot of people switch back working back at home due to the COVID-19 as well as the monkeypox variants that's out now. So let's get into the price list. Let's go. Let's get it. The first price list is on the Intel Core i3 12100. 33 gigahertz. It's a quad core, 4 cores, 8 threads. For a home clerical, you can use 4 cores, 4 threads, or 4 cores, 8 threads. Let's get into it. The CPU is the Intel Core i3 12100, coming in at $127.99. The CPU cooler is the Deepcool AK400, coming in at $34.99. The motherboard is the Azuar H610 HDV Micro ATX LGA 1700, coming in at $79.99. The memory is the Silicon Power XPod Zenith Gaming 16 gigabytes, 2 dual kits, 2 8GB sticks, DDR4 3200 CL16 memory, coming in at $46.97. Silicon Power A55 1TB, $56.99. The case is the Decool Matrix 55 Mesh ATX mid-tower case, coming in at $56.25, and the power supply is a Decool DA500 500 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply, coming at $45.99. Now the base total is $454.17. You get a promotional discount of $5, which gives you a total cost of $449.17. Now, once you go ahead on and click on the PC part picker list for this build here, you can go ahead on and click the buy on the corner, purchase your parts, and be happy. Now this build, just like it says, coming in under $500. It makes sense. Now you are using the iGPU for this home office build. You can use it for school, college. You could do a little video editing off of it. It's just a basic, simple system, just for basic, simple users. Alrighty, second build is the AMD A3 Plus, AM3 Plus socket. Just keep in mind, the hardware, y'all sit down and say, oh, that's old hardware, we want to be on new hardware. Just like I said, this system here is good. It's on the Bulldozer Architect. It's focused on 1080p gaming. You cannot go wrong with it. Now, a lot of people may lie to you, say, oh, we on new hardware. Absolutely not. Some people are still rocking this in 2022. Now, I ain't gonna bore you too much. Let's go ahead and get into it. The CPU is the AMD FX 6300, coming in at 112.51 off Amazon. Now keep in mind, if you can get it off AliExpress or eBay a little cheaper, then go ahead and do so. Make sure you do your shopping, because you can go ahead and drop this down just a little bit. Now the CPU cooler is the Xiaomi C and PS10X Performer, coming in at $29.99. Now I use this as CPU cooler. It's a great CPU cooler, and you cannot go wrong with that. The motherboard is the MSI 970A G43 ATX AM3 Plus motherboard, which you have to go ahead and do your shopping around on the used market to go ahead and get this motherboard. Now it's on Windows 10, Windows 7, Windows 8, 64-bit as well as 32-bit, but when you go ahead and crank the memory up until you can go straight to Windows 10 64-bit. Now I prefer everybody to use Windows 10 for now, because Windows 11 got a lot of bug issues into it right now, and I don't want you to be into the middle of gaming or in the middle of doing something and you get the blue screen of death and then reboots and start all over again. Reboots your system over again, and then you got to start all over again doing what you got to do. Alrighty, just like I said, you got to find this motherboard off the used market, which you can go to AliExpress or eBay. Make sure it's in the right comfortable price for range you want to pay. The memory is the G-Skill Sniper 16GB DDR3 1866CL10 memory, coming in at 6863. Now keep in mind, it's on DDR3. Don't be ashamed using DDR3. I know we're on DDR4 as well as DDR5. I'm on DDR3 for my gaming system, and it performs great for what I wanted to do, because I'm on the 2GB graphic card. So here you're not going to be on the 2GB graphic card. You're going to be rolling smooth and clean with great 1080p performance. The storage is the Team Group AX2 512GB, coming in at $28.99. The video card is the Asus TUF Overclock and GeForce GTX 1616 Ti 6GB video card, coming in at $426.67. The case is the NZXT H510 Flow ATX mid-tower case, coming in at $89.99. And of course, I'm just keeping it simple with blue fans. Is the Apiva C 5-pack blue 120mm fans, coming in at $27.95. The base total of this build is $780.24. Shipping cost is $4.49. Gives you a total of $784.73. Now, for this basic build here, gaming build here, which is on 6 cores and 6 threads, that's just your basic for basic gaming. I should have went ahead on and built this for myself, but I kind of like went to sleep on the AM3 Plus platform. So, but other than that, this is a good system build. A lot of people still using it to play majority of their games on it. And with the GPU you have, 6 cores, 6 threads, it's not an issue. Now, we are going to jump into new gear. Price list number 3 is on the AMD Ryzen 5 3600. Now I'm stepping it up some. 6 cores, 12 threads. I ain't gonna bore you too much. Let's get into it. Let's go. Let's get it. The CPU is the AMD Ryzen 5 3600, coming in at $136.97. I love this company here. I use them. It's the ID Cooling SE214 XT 6.82 CFM CPU cooler, coming in at $19.98. The motherboard is the Gigabyte A520M DS3H Micro ATX, which you have to do some shopping. If you want to go ahead and switch to another motherboard, you could do so. You could go with the B550s or the B450, whatever motherboard you want to choose, or if you want to stick with this one here, you could go ahead on and use it. You just have to shop around for it on AliExpress or eBay, or maybe they might have some on stock in Newegg or Micro Center. This is a good motherboard, so you cannot go wrong with that. The memory is the Team Group T-Crete Expert 16 gigabyte dual kit DDR4 3600 megahertz speed at CL18 memory at $51.99. The M.2 drive is the Silicon Part A60 1TB M.2 PCIe 3.4 by X NVMe, coming in at $57.49. The video card is the Gigabyte Eagle GeForce RTX 3060 12GB, coming in at $379.99. The case is the Fractal Design Focus GATX case, is $64.98. The power supply, great power supply, great company. They back up their parts. A lot of people never heard of them, but I never heard of them. That's what made me go ahead on and go to their website and go ahead on and understand what they do. And yes, they back their system up, and they have no issues with offering you a new one or your money back guaranteed, etc. They got great customer service. You cannot go wrong with this company here. It's the RS Gain AGV 650 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply, coming in at $59.99. And you can look on YouTube about this company here. A lot of people use this power supply, and a lot of content creators are shocked with this company. Cables, you can't go wrong with it. And the case friends are the Gamdius Aeolus M2 5-pack ARGB case friends, coming in at $39.99. The base total of this build here is $801.39. You got the shipping cost of $9.99, gives you a total of $811.38. It's not bad. It's under $1,000. So if I had the $800 right now, if I was new coming into the market, I wanted to build me a gaming system, this is where I go right here. Now I always do my shopping, so it takes hours to go ahead and find the right motherboard. Now with the Gigabyte A520M, I could probably go with MSI A520M, or basically my main known source motherboard I love the most is by ASRock, so I'll probably roll with them on the A520s motherboards. Coming in at price list number 4 is the Intel Core i7 10700. Now y'all keep in mind, I love the LGA 1200 series. I love the LGA 10th gen CPUs by Intel, and they have no issues with it. This is one reason why I say we got great hardware. We don't need no more hardware. So Intel and AMD, y'all keep that in mind. We don't need no more hardware for a while. Alrighty, coming in is the Intel Core i7 10700, coming in at $268.99. The CPU core is the Xiaomi CN PS10X Performer, coming in at $32.99. The motherboard is the ASRock H570 Steel Legend ATX LGA 1200 motherboard, coming in at $89.99. The memory is Silicon Power X Power Zenith Gaming 16 gigabytes, 2 8 gigabyte sticks at DDR4, 3200 megahertz at CL16, coming in at $46.99. The storage is the Team Group MP33 1TB M.2 2280 PCIe 3.0 X4 NVMe SSD drive, coming in at $57.99. The video card is the Pilot Gaming Pro GeForce RTX 3080 10GB video card, coming in at $870.58. The case is the Xiaomi i3 Neo ATX Mentor case, coming in at $69.98, and the power supply is the EVGA 850 BQ 850 watts, 80 plus bronze, semi-modular ATX power supply, coming in at $83.99. The total of this whole build here is $1,521.48. Now, I recently said on the RTX 4090 series, which is coming at $1,599. Here you got a price point that is right in that price range, and you cannot go wrong with that. So keep that in mind. Moving on to price list number 5 is the Intel Core i7 10700F. Now y'all notice I'm rolling Intel for the last 3, and I'm going back to AMD. So this is one reason why I say you don't have to pick a side. Just pick your hardware that performs for you at its best, and you can be happy with it. Alright, it's the Intel Core i7 10700F, 2.9 gigahertz, 8 cores, 16 threads, coming in at $249.99. The CPU cooler, I love this company. I roll with this company, and I have this CPU cooler part on my Ryzen 5 3600. Is the ID Cooling SE 224 XT CPU cooler, coming in at $29.99. The motherboard is the Gigabyte Z590 UD ATX LGA 1200, coming in at $99.99. The memory is the Corsair Vegant LPX 16GB dual kit DDR4 3200 MHz CL16 memory, coming in at $54.99. The storage is the Silicon Power UD90 1TB M.2 PCIe 4.0 NVMe, coming in at $85.49. The video card is the Gigabyte Gaming OC GeForce RTX 3070 Ti 8GB, coming in at $639.99. The case is the Fantex Eclipse P308 Mesh, coming in at $69.99. The base retail price is $79.99, but you get a $10 mail-in rebate on this PC case. The power supply is the Rosewood Glacier 850 watt, 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply, coming at $99.99. The case fans is the GameDias Alias M2, coming in at $34.99. Now keep in mind, this is a 4-pack, because you could go ahead and put 2 fans up front, 1 up top, 1 in the back. I know, because the case holds 4 fans. And if you want to know more about the parts, go to the manufacturer's websites and just do your research. The monitor is the ViewSonic VX2768 2K PC MHD Omni 27-inch monitor at resolution 2560 by 1440, 144 megahertz. Curved monitor at $181.99. The keyboard is the Red Dragon S113 RGB wired gaming keyboard with the optical mouse at $34.99. And the headphones, y'all know me about my headphones. I roll with them. I love JBL and JVC. These are the JBL Quantum 100 headsets at $24.95. Your base total is $1,622.34. You get a mail-in rebate of $10, which is off the Fantex case. Your total is $1,612.34. Now you can purchase your parts on the side as you see there, and you cannot go wrong with it. This is a full set here. This is your full complete build here. You got your monitor, you got your keyboard, you got your headphones. Only thing I do is just assemble it, put it together. Game hard, game strong. All right, build number 6 is on the Intel i5-12400F processor, which is coming in at $169.99. The cooler is the Be Quiet Pure Rock 2 Black, coming in at $44.90. The motherboard is the MSI Pro B660MP DDR4, coming in at $99.99. Now keep in mind, I'm using the DDR4 variant of this motherboard here. So on the i5s and i3, DDR4 is good for those two processors there, especially the low boys, the 12400s, as well as the other one from the i3. They not really too much power hungry like the i7s and the i9s. If you beef up to that there, beef your motherboard up to a DDR5 motherboard and push that processor to the full potential. But for right now, I'm using the i5 12400, 6 cores, 12 threads. And you got your P cores as well as your E cores. But what I would do, and it has been shown on YouTube, that you can go ahead and access all your cores in BIOS, so you don't have to worry about everything being put here, switch to this here, and switch to that. There you got the full performance of the CPU, which is good. The memory is Silicon Power XPower Zenith Gaming 16 gigabyte 2 by 8 gigabytes DDR4 at 3200 CI memory at $46.97. I want the Silicon Power UD90 1 terabyte M.2 PCIe 4.0, coming in at $85.49. The video card is the MSI GeForce RTX 3060 12 gigabyte video card, coming in at $379.99. The case is the Fantex Eclipse P300A Mesh ATX Mid Tower, which is $69.99. The power supply is the Thermaltake Smart BX1 650 watt 80 plus bronze certified ATX power supply, coming in at $44.99. The case frames are the Game Gear Alias M.256 at $34.99. The base total of this build here is $997.30. You get your promos and your mailing rebates of $20, which drops the cost down to $977.30. And you cannot go wrong with that. Now, if I was coming into the market with this here baby here from an editing rig here, this would be on fire. Yeah, I cannot go wrong with it. So, but since I already have my systems already and I need to upgrade, then that's good. But if I had to do it all over again, I've just been basically on Intel, and that's what I should have done, was decide which side I want to be on. But my productivity has been light and less performance, so I don't need nothing heavy to roll with. But to all the newcomers coming that's going to be gaming strong all day long, then this is for you at 1080p or 1440p. The last price list is AMD Ryzen 7 5800X 3D. Yes, I saved the best for last. This is an 8-core 16-thread processor. It's a beast in gaming. You cannot go wrong with it. Some of the reviews are good on this CPU here, and then some of the reviews are bad on it because a lot of people push it to the limits where they just wasn't happy with it. But if you just keeping everything basic, you're not overclocking anything, this CPU will perform just as well as you need it. Alrighty, coming in, the last boy of them all is Team Red. Is AMD Ryzen 7 5800X3D 3.4 gigahertz, 8 core, 16 threads at $399.99. The ID cooling on the CPU cooler is the ID cooling SE224XT Black, which is $29.99. The motherboard is the MSI B550M Pro VDH Wi-Fi ATX motherboard, coming in at $119.99. The memory is the Corsair Vegans RGB Pro 32 gigabyte. Yes, I'm flipping up these memories here hard and strong. I'm going 32 clean, 32 easy. And you are at 16 gigabyte sticks at DDR4 at 3600 megahertz at CL18 memory, coming in at $142.68. Storage is the Silicon Power UD90 1 terabyte. PCIe 4.0 X4 NVMe, coming in at $85.99. The video card is the Sapphire Plus Radeon RX 6700 XT 12 gigabyte, coming in at $464.99. The case is the Thermaltake Versa H18 Micro ATX case. It's coming in at $50.98. The retail value of this case is $54.99. You have a $7 mail-in rebate plus with a $2.99 shipping fee, which is coming in at $50.98. The power supply is the EVGA 580 plus certified ATX power supply, coming in at $53.30. The head case frames are the Antec Prism 5 Plus C, which is a 5-pack. 120mm fans, ARGB certified, for $59.53. The base total of this build here is $1,410.95. You got your $7 mail-in rebate, as well as your $2.99 shipping cost. The total of this complete build is $1,406.94. Now those are the price list builds for holiday shopping. If you like them, click on the PC part, pick a link in the description below. They will be listed, all 7 of them will be listed, as well as system performance on the parts that I'm using with the system builds. So just click on those, get an understanding of it. If you like it, take the list and go purchase it at your micro center. You might could go ahead and catch some of these parts on sale. Save a little cash, a little money, because that's what I believe in. Is you saving money, not trying to sit down and have you spend broke or build a ridiculous system that just don't make no sense. I want to thank y'all for watching. We are in the holiday season. I want to wish everybody worldwide happy holidays. Be safe, be happy, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.